This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit one? Puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass. Then we pass. This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up.
What's good, homie?
Man, this the last show for the season.
Is it?
This is,
The
right?
season finale?
This is the finale.
Come on, man. You already know what it is. It's episode 39.
Right.
It's the Herbal Tea Podcast. I'm your man, EarthTone.
And I'm your man, the real Peachez.
How y'all doing out there?
How is y'all
You know
doing?
what I'm saying? How your mom doing? You know what I'm saying? How your mom's doing? How your pops doing?
They're doing amazing. They just called me out the blue on WhatsApp. My mother love WhatsApp.
Really?
She be hitting me on the
That's her
WhatsApp
go-to?
crazy. That's the whole parent family go-to.
I like that. I got a couple group chats going in the WhatsApp.
It's a lot of things going on WhatsApp.
It's a nice little resource.
It very much is.
All right. Well, you know what else is going on? The music.
The hoes.
It just don't. Oh shit. That too. We're gonna get to that later.
That's right.
We're gonna get to that later. But right now it's about the Q plus artist community, man.
Period.
They bringing the heat once again. So much so that today, you know what? We let the allies take a back seat. We're gonna bring y'all four new singles, all by Q plus artists. So we're gonna get right into it. Who we got first coming up?
The first one, bring it to the stage. I have the pleasure of introducing. Y'all may have heard of her. Her name is Kodie Shane.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's how she say her name, right?
Kodie Shane.
Kodie Shane.
Kodie Shane. I don't see the accent over there. Yeah. It could be. I
She
like
needs a little
Kodie Shane
flair.
though. I like Kodie Shane.
Kodie Shane might work for us right now.
Okay.
So she is an Atlanta-born, Chicago-bred singer and rapper, who, get this, is the niece of R&B singer Sherelle. You know Sherelle? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right. That's niece.
Oh, that's niece. That's auntie.
Niece. That is
Oh,
auntie.
shit.
Right,
Okay.
all day.
I love that.
And get this, her sister.
Not
So
sis.
you already know sister.
Not sis.
Black. Brandy from Black.
Boom like an 8.
That one.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sis.
That's
and
sis.
that's auntie.
Auntie,
All
right.
So she gotta be
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
heard
kind
you.
of prime.
That's the
for it.
pedigree.
That's exactly.
Heard you.
That's
Heard
what
you.
it is. So you know what I'm saying? So that's where she from. She's pretty much been around music like all her life, you would presume. So, you know, as far as remembering experiences going on tour, like as a baby with, you know, her
It was
older sister.
hot for a little
And
minute
they
too. They
capped
had a nice
2000.
little.
Like it was.
They
lit.
had a run. It
They
was a
did.
nice little run. It was
a little
short,
run.
but you know,
It
it was a
out
run.
there. We knew
a lot of
it.
people can't say they had runs.
Exactly. So little sis was there, you know, as a little
In real
toddler.
time.
In real
IRL.
time. Right.
Wow.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Getting that game. So
Okay.
she began writing and recording her own music at age 14, song called Sad, which was a demo that she did, and it was presented to Coach K from Quality Control. He heard that thing, and he was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put her on.
That's how she got it popping.
That's how she got it popping. So
Okay.
she went and got a deal with Epic Records. She's not signed to Quality Control, but you know, once you get somebody in the industry, you
Listen,
blend it anywhere.
You in
Anywhere,
there. That's
you're
it.
there.
It's
You're
just
pretty much
connections
there.
after that.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, Lil Yachty, you know, they became friends.
Lil Boat.
Right, Lil Boat joined on the record, Sad, and it, you know, was pretty much the rest is history.
It was
from
out of
there.
here. Okay.
He part of the sailing team, and you know, since then she's put out a couple of singles, 4 EPs, an LP, and a string of singles. And
Oh,
this
she been
is one of
busy.
them. She's been busy since she got put on. So, you know what I'm saying? Have you heard of Kodie Shane?
I have heard of her. I definitely heard of her. I'm not super familiar with her music, but I'm more familiar with her name than anything.
Right.
Just
Her
for,
name
you know,
ring
being
bells.
out there, being a Q plus artist and kind of, you know, being signed and doing her thing. She's a professional artist. Like once you get signed, that's it. And she's signed to a major label,
Yeah.
which is, you know, one of the big top 3 major labels left as far as, you know, getting signed as an artist. So
Exactly.
I've definitely heard of her. She's been out here. Fun fact.
Fun fact, what happened?
You mentioned, you know, her sister is in Black, Candy
Right,
Williams.
right.
You know, they was in that movie, Bring It On. And the soundtrack
Right,
and all that. That was a big thing.
That was a big
thing. And
thing.
their family apparently as well. So they apparently watched that movie all of the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I saw in the video. She mentioned it.
You know what?
In the interview.
They really did miss me with that because I did not
It was
see.
yeah.
It was not a moment for me.
It was one of those dance, the dance battle
You know how it
movies.
is, like the You Got Served
You
type
Got Served,
situation.
yeah, exactly.
That
All of
whole
those.
era.
It was in that,
Yeah,
Yep,
for sure. Well, right now she's about to bring it on with this single that we have in front of us.
Okay.
It's called FaceTime.
What we doing with the FaceTime?
FaceTime. And who she got on the record featured? Maybach Music.
Come on, man. That's the epic plug right
already
there.
know that's pretty much.
He over there.
You kind of solidified.
Come on. I think he got an executive role over there in the building, the Epic and all that.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I'm
is
saying? Come on,
because
man.
they breaking bread. L.A. Reid and him. You
Yeah.
already know what that is.
But that's big. Just because you signed to Epic, don't mean you're gonna get the Rick
You
Ross.
exactly.
16.
It doesn't. It just
Yeah.
I
mean,
But
okay.
Coach K, you
Pull a
going
couple
viral,
strings.
pull a couple strings, things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So this
I
is
see.
what we got
Out
in
here.
front of us. The single came out on September 27, 2021, in the year of our Lord.
Okay.
And I have to give I have to give this a
How you feeling?
40 mid.
Oh shit.
For me,
A 40 mid.
it's a 40 mid for me.
40 mid range.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a good record. It sounds good. It's a major label record.
Yeah. Polished, very polished.
Very polished. Star collabo on there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the songwriting or the delivery for me, like she kind of sounded a little whiny on the song for me, a little too sappy for me. I get the emotion, I get the sentiment of it, and I love it. Like she's giving it to you, but it just kind of is a little bit too much going on in there for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like as far as the songwriting is concerned, the structuring, like I like it. The bridge, it starts with the bridge, and then it goes to the verse, and then that's kind of like how she puts together the song. It's not like typical pop, paint by numbers situation.
Yeah.
So she got a pen situation going on there. But that's I'm not mad at the record. I'm not mad at the record.
Okay,
It's just,
okay.
it's just not really going in the playlist.
Okay. It was cool, but it ain't give you butterflies or nothing like that.
not at all. Not at
Okay.
all.
Okay. Not mad at that.
How
Not
you
mad at that
feeling about it?
evaluation.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a little bit more.
Okay.
I thought it was I gave it a 63% loud. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is that?
I thought the production was very well done, very polished, groovy, vibey. I enjoyed the sound of it. Her melodies on there were kind of smooth. If I ever hurt you, it's not on purpose. She kind of was giving me Dej Loaf vibes a little bit.
That's what I was getting.
You know what I'm saying? She was giving me a little bit of Dej Loaf vibes.
But Dej Loaf is gutter though.
Yeah, and
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you how she sound on it. It didn't sound as effortless as I would have liked as far as her performance. But the more I hear it, the more I enjoyed it. Like the more I went back and listened to it, like every time I hear it, I enjoyed it more. And that kind of like my grade went up gradually. And then when I saw the video, I thought the video was dope. She didn't have Rose in the video.
Oh, she did a video for that.
Yes,
See, I missed the
there is a video, and Rose is not in the video, and it's an official video. It looks good. It looks like they had a bit of a budget, but you know how that goes.
Not enough of
it
a
could have
budget
been.
to get
It's a
Ross
plethora of reasons. I don't
yeah,
know, but
right.
I would have liked to see him in the video. But the song I thought was kind of dope. It's a mailed in Rose verse, but it's still a Rose verse.
still a Rose
He ain't sit on the couch and write it. Like he wrote it. He showed up.
He's a professional.
He showed up.
Around.
He showed up. He gave her a solid joint. So it sound good on there. The Maybach coming in the beginning. I always love when I hear that at the beginning of a joint. I don't know why. They bodied that. That's one of the illest tags. She broke my heart, and now my outline is chalk.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like just little,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Little slices of. I was like, okay,
That's the pen.
you know what I'm saying?
That's the pen.
I appreciate that. So I was like, that's kind of where I was at with it. It wasn't,
wait.
it wasn't the craziest joint, but I
So-
fuck with it. It was a groove. I enjoyed the vibe of it, and like I said, she shows that she could spit on there, and she's singing, and she kind of
She doing both. So the video, what did they do for Rick Ross part? Or did they even have it?
It was just a kind of a performance scene with her dancing with another chick on a dance floor type situation, and it was she kind of had a couple performance scenes where she was mouthing some of the lyrics to Rose joint. It was kind of like that. It didn't seem like it was like a gap missing. They played it all smooth in the video, but I was still looking for. I'm like, all right, I wonder if he gonna, because that's all I was thinking about. Like when I saw, that he was on it, and it was a well done video. Like they had a budget for it, but he just wasn't in there. But yeah, man, 63% loud for me. You had a 40.
I gave it a 40 mid.
40 mid. 40 mid. Okay, so
I'm looking forward to more though. I want to hear more.
All right, well, she piqued our interest. Definitely, we heard about.
For
sure. Kodie Shane, she's been out here doing her thing for a minute. Got signed when she was, I think, 17. So she's been out here for a little minute doing her thing. Go check it out. Available on all platforms. FaceTime featuring Ricky Rose. You know what I'm saying?
Rose.
Let us know what you think. We got a 63 loud and a 40 mid. We kind of let us know. Who we got next? Is this
who
on
we
me?
got next? Who we got next? Bring it to the stage.
Let me see what we got here. The one and only.
Who the one and only?
Not Cici Pennison.
Not that Cici.
Not that Cici.
Not that Cici.
Not Cici Sabathia either. I don't know if you Yankees fans. Y'all might know who that is, but nah. We're talking about Cici Nicole, ladies and gentlemen.
Cici Nicole.
Cici Nicole. Q+ artist, choreographer, showgirl. You know what I'm saying? Drag performer.
She's out
all
there.
of that. She's out here.
She's out here.
Black trans woman from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Was on Showtime at the Apollo as a youngin. Dancing, getting it in. Pop, locking, dropping, all that. I don't know if she won, but she was out here with it for a little minute. Some of her influences coming up include Eve, we was just talking about.
Right.
Left Eye, Missy, of course, just to name a few. It wasn't a ton of information out there. I tried to find an interview or something out there. Like I found a couple of them, but it wasn't too much solid information.
Right.
Recently she performed, at the Pure Festival, the Pure Heat Festival in Atlanta. That's a big event that they do over Labor Day weekend. She was down there, bodied the performance. She's been out here performing for a little minute. First trans woman to appear on the show, the Bravo TV show, Blind Date. So they revived it. It had a run in the early aughts, and then they brought it back, and she was the first person that they sent, on a date that was trans. So that was a big deal.
That's big. That's big.
She talked about, I saw like an interview where she was talking about how nervous she was before, doing it, of course. But then, the people on the set made her feel real comfortable and at ease. And it ended up being a cool experience for her. I didn't see the episode, but it's definitely something I want to check out. Have you heard of Cici Nicole before?
Fun fact.
Oh, shit.
Yes. She is very much a Sierra fan, so that's Cici. You know what I'm saying? So much to where there's a video that she did of Sierra. She danced to Sierra's song "Melanin." And remember when we reviewed that song? So she did a little video, and Sierra peeped and gave her a little bit of a encouragement.
That's what's
in
up.
there.
That's what's up. I love that. I love to see that.
That's big. I love when that happens.
Yeah.
I love shit. So,
okay.
Yeah, she
actually talking about performances. I saw her perform. It was like an event she was at, and she was doing a Cardi B joint, Up. That if it's up, and that choreography is kind of crazy. Like they went crazy in that video. But she did that shit like she created the choreography. Like she was bodying that shit like on the side of a pool somewhere and just going crazy. I was like, yo, she's ill with it. She got a new joint out.
Okay.
Ass Fat. You know what I'm saying? Because Ass Fat.
Right.
Featuring Sammy Austin and Malachi. Came out October 22nd.
Drop that.
She's been releasing, a few singles this year. I think this is the 4th of her singles for this year. 4 minutes. I gave this joint a 47% mid. It was kind of, right in the middle playing field for me. You know what I mean?
47% mid is what you gave it?
47% mid.
Oh my God.
That's how I was feeling.
That's how you feel?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was it had the bad squeaking sample.
Of course.
What's up?
That's going around.
You know what I'm saying? So you have that, but it was like once the beat dropped, it ain't really take me there. It was cool, nothing crazy. The hook is a little infectious. I kind of like the hook. You know, it's fun to say. I can see it being fun to say in the party, in the club. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little party chant type joint. I thought the verses were, I ain't really hear no lines that smacked me in the face or made me double take or have to rewind or nothing like out of any of the verses. Some of the, you know, the performances were all right. I thought the features outshined her performance-wise, but like I said, nobody really stood out, you know, lyrically for me. But it's a cool little fun song. I could see it being enjoyable in a club setting, but it's not really something I'm going to be, you know, running to play back and listen to over and over again. But yeah, that's where it's at for me, man. 47% mid. How you feeling? You gave me an OMG. You know, for my grade, where you at with it? How you feeling?
Your grade was a 46. Oh, excuse me, 47. Hold on.
Yeah, 47% mid.
47% mid. Because I gave it a 46% mid.
Oh, that's where the okay. Interesting.
Yes, I gave it a 46% mid for a lot of the same reasons, actually. Definitely, you know what's going on when you hear the best squeak, and you know what type of song it's going to be. You know what type of time we're going to be on. Yeah. So that definitely introduces it, and I thought the hook was infectious because I'm sitting there working on the song. I'm in the co-working space. I'm like, so I definitely was kind of doing the thing. To the record, but yeah, you're right. The bars wasn't really hitting me over the head. I thought Sammy did his thing though, as far as like delivery.
That's what I'm saying. Performance wise, you know, it was. They were some good performances.
They were the features outshine, but marginally.
But that's why.
That's where we at. So
I mean, that's pretty head on, like 46, 47%.
Yeah, that's kind of where we at with it.
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
But you throw that
decent
on.
little bop. That's what I'm saying. If you hear it come on in the spot, you might.
Hold on, let me throw that on. Let me throw
you
that
know
on.
what I mean? Like, yeah, you hear that in the spitty, you might want to get a little jiggy.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, 46% mid, 47% mid. What did y'all think? Go check that joint out. Streaming on all platforms. Ass Fat, featuring Sammy, Austin, Malachi.
Right.
Cici Nicole, ladies and gentlemen. Who we got up next?
Yo, this one I've been curious about for a minute.
You was curious?
I've been curious about this.
Let me find out.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since you dropped that name in the bucket,
I did.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay.
I have the pleasure of bringing in Oompa.
Oompa. Okay.
That is how they pronounce the name, right?
That's
Not Oompa Loompa.
I mean, that's what I would assume. How else would you perform? Give me another pronunciation.
Oompa.
Oompa.
Oompas.
I feel like Oompa is like the, you know what I mean?
You know, just wanted to make sure that I get the pronunciation because I be fucking it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right, but this entertainer, she's a Boston-born poet, rapper, and educator. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, educator.
Right. Forever representing, quote, the queer, black, orphan, hood kids in them.
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
I fucked with that. You know what I'm saying? A long way. She been around since she got a band camp. And that was the bio that I found.
If you got a band camp, you've been out here for a little bit.
You've been out here for a minute.
You're not playing any streets.
That's not right. You got an audience.
That's not for the faint-hearted.
Right,
Yeah.
for sure. All right. You got a band camp situation?
I do not have a band camp.
Yeah, you gotta get your SEO.
I'm kind of wilding.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm wilding.
You don't have to.
I do need to get my SEO up.
You do got to get your SEO up, but don't worry about a band camp. It's really, really like.
I mean, it's kind of washed. I kind of missed the wave.
It's a whole. It's a cult thing.
Yeah,
it's a cult thing.
I think I'm cool.
My band camp stopped hopping like long time.
All right. See, I'm cool.
But anyway, you good.
It's too late.
But shout out to Oompa. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely popping on there. I saw the bio on there. She grew up as a foster child. You know what I'm saying? She has 2 biological siblings. She was raised with them. And she did well in school, doing honor roll and AP classes, that she got a full scholarship to Bucknell University, which is in Western Pennsylvania.
I know Bucknell University. I actually played against Bucknell University in college. Basketball.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
See, you
that.
just got your SEO up popping
Come on,
just like
man.
that.
Like,
you just did it.
I'm out here. Google me, man. I think I might have gave him like 16, 10 rebounds or something like that. Come on, man.
Right,
like,
a little bit.
Light,
you gave him a little love,
man. Something light.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Shout out to Oompa.
Bucknell, man.
Listen.
Bison, I think. The Bucknell Bison, something like that.
She gonna shout you out when she see this. Watch.
Small world.
First foray into music as a solo artist was in 2018 with the release of her first video, I Deserve That. It over time growing critical acclaim, number of publications, local and national, from NPR to Huffington Post to localized
Making
Boston
waves out here.
She's making waves.
Okay,
Her
I like
last
it.
album, Cleo, you know what I'm saying? Giving props to
that.
Right. Giving props to the original, Butch.
The
you know what I'm
Dada.
saying? So led to sold out shows in Boston, and sharing the stage with the likes of Charlie XCX, Tinashe, and Rico Nasty. She's making names out here. Her new album is Unbothered, and we have the title track in front of us. Have you heard of this artist?
I have heard of her.
You put me on.
Yeah,
so
just
I'm trying to
in
figure out.
passing. But I think I forgot, it was an interview she did. I can't remember the source, but it was interesting. And she was kind of talking about Unbothered and, how that could be, looked at as somebody being aloof or apathetic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she's spun it on his head where it's more so, not necessarily not caring or not, giving a fuck. But it's more so a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep your sanity. Like, I care too much, so it's like so much going on. You exposed to so much. You see so much. It's like, damn, I gotta cut back a little bit, because if I don't, it ain't gonna be no me to care about anything.
It's not gonna be enough.
So I gotta be a little bit unbothered. I gotta create that safe space for myself. And it's like the way she broke that down, I was like, that was kind of fly.
That is fly the way she broke that.
Yeah.
Because that's totally what I was kind of expecting, but that's not what she gave on the record. It's not what she gave.
Yeah. So.
And to that effect, the record came out, the album Unbothered actually came out October 1st, 2021. And Unbothered, the song that we're reviewing as the title track, is track 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Were you bothered or unbothered?
I was a little bit ambivalent.
Oh, damn.
That's the word.
Okay. Words.
Ambivalent.
You know words.
I know some words. A couple. I gave it a 45 mid.
Okay, damn.
45 mid.
Ooh.
Because I like the spirit of the record.
Okay.
I like I like that she said that where it's coming from. Let me see. It's very inspirational. Like basically telling people to keep their head held high. Put yourself first, which is, tagging along to what she actually says. So I kind of got it on the nose. I used to cry how nobody gave me the shirt off their back. Now I got a sweater.
Yeah, that caught me. I was that's slick.
That was
I
a
like
line.
that.
That was a bar right there. I know I make survival look good, but wait for the healing to hit. That hit home a lot. So I really, really fuck with it. The only thing I didn't fuck with was, like, the song is a little bit one note for me as far as, like, dynamic, because she's singing the same note pretty much throughout the record. And I know she's rapping and singing, kind of giving different flows and different flavors. And I feel like if you're going to go for the singing, give me a little bit more.
Okay.
That was my whole gripe.
Okay.
That was it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you get 45%?
45 mid. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you coming from?
I like this joint.
You like the record?
Yeah, it was one of those joints where I heard it, I liked it. She has a certain sound to her voice, a certain what is it, timbre, if you will. She kind of switched it up. I like the song structure. She gave you a little bit of everything. She gave you the double time verse at the end after she was kind of trying to give you the singy song joint. And I feel like I'm not mad at her singing. I don't think she thinks she's a singer. But she kind of carried a note, nice little melody. I thought the beat was kind of hard. I like where them pianos was taking you. It gave you that aspirational vibe. Like you said, you like the tone of the song or something like that, like the spirit of it, but it wasn't super, super crazy. But I gave it a loud 65%. I enjoyed this joint.
Copy.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought she's I think she's somewhat of a jack of all trades. Like she's really good at a lot of different things, which I liked. And then especially based on that interview that I saw and correlating it to the title track, I don't think she really connected it there, but I am interested to see how she brought it together on the whole project because it is a full length album. So yeah, but this joint, it was a nice introduction for me. I'm not super familiar with her catalog. So this is kind of an introduction as far as her music as well, but I enjoyed it. It was allowed 65% for me.
65.
Yeah.
45 from
45, 65. It's 20% gap, man.
I mean,
who gonna pick up that dub? Where y'all at with it? How you feeling? Where you at on the spectrum? Team EarthTone or Team Peachez?
Who gonna pick up the dub?
Who gonna pick the dub
Who's picking up the dub?
Hey, either way, man, I'm unbothered out here.
Bring
you know
it to
what I'm
me.
saying?
I'm unbothered
Protecting
too.
my safe space. I
For
like
sure.
that. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta break it down sometimes because it's
Yes,
crazy out here.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of what we do. We're trying to create this creative bubble for the Q plus artist community for us to come here, you know what I'm saying, get creatively and constructively critiqued. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't going home. We ain't trying to send you running home with your tail between your legs. We trying to give you some good advice. So sharpen your sword and come back and, you know what I mean, knock us off our feet the next time.
That's it. That's what we want.
That's what we out here for. You know what I'm saying?
We want to see you win.
Yes.
We want to see you win.
Listen, and
they don't
these
wanna
artists,
see you.
as well as we, need your support. So go check it out. Stream it on all platforms. Unbothered right now.
Period.
Oompa. You know what I mean? And let us know what you think. Who we got next, man?
Who we got next? Bring it to
As
the
we
stage.
told you, we got 4 today. We going 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Peachez with a Z.
Peachez.
Ladies and gentlemen.
With a Z.
Peachez with a Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to confess.
All right.
I didn't find a ton of information. You know, sometimes we have that with artists.
Yeah,
you know, that's a little thing.
That's
a little one of my things. You know what I'm saying?
One of the pet peeves.
Yeah, it's one of my things. But I get it. We got new artists. They just coming out, popping onto the scene. That ain't really. That might be some old head thing. We might be a little wise thinking everybody gonna have a bio and all that.
Right.
You got an IG. You out here. You good, right? So I couldn't find a ton of information. But Q Plus, gender non-conforming artist, based in NYC. Has his own fashion label, Pieces by Passion, which I like that. I like that little title. I like the alliteration of Pieces by Passion.
I fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying? I like all of that shit.
Picture this.
Yeah, pictures by all of that. Don't get me started.
Listen.
All right, released his debut, the Butt album. You know what I'm
Butt.
saying? In July 2018. For my people, whole project. He ain't playing out here with it. You know what I mean? He dropped the whole joint. Streaming, you can hear it right now. A little bit of a different tone from this joint we about to review. Have you ever heard of Peachez? What is it?
I have heard of Peachez with a Z.
What you know about Peachez?
But I'm not necessarily that familiar with their catalog. But I will say this. I went take a look at the fashion line. I'm like, I might cop. Because some of them sweats
wasn't playing. I love the.
They-
You know, I
right.
love me a good sweat, a good hoodie,
roses.
good jogger,
You give me roses and sweat, hoodie,
all that.
joggers, and all of that
Yeah.
situation.
I was
I'm
like,
ready.
okay, let
Any
me see
day.
the passion. Let me
That's-
see a couple of these passion pieces.
Right outside of the drip. Outside of the drip, you could put me in a passion piece.
Okay,
period.
okay. There you go. Well, we're gonna see if the passion translate into this music over here.
Let's see.
He got a single out
Is it hitting?
called Daily.
Is
Came
it?
out October 2nd. 3 minutes, 14 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Average length joint. I fuck with this joint.
You fuck with this song.
I like this joint. I gave it a 69% loud. Yeah. It's
Oh, man.
It's popping for me. Once that beat came on, fam. Like if you don't want to move to this beat, then you probably just something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? The beat come on, it's like he ain't even really gotta say nothing. I want to dance already, right? And then he come on with his little intro, like, what day is it? It's like, it don't even matter what day it is. Every day is Slay Day. Like,
Slay Day every
it is what it
day.
is. Like, let's go. Let's get into it.
I hear you.
One day a boy and the next day a lady, and you bitches still can't take me.
You still, I can't take.
He was floating on this fucking beat.
He was.
Because
really
the beat is
doing
like,
it.
it's an up-tempo club beat, right? You hear it, you get into it, you automatically want to dance, right? You want to get it in. But then he come on it, and then his cadence and his flow, it's like effortless. He just floating on this bitch, bouncing. And he talking his shit, slick shit here and there. He probably said bitch like 45 times. Like if you get a bitch counter for the first verse, it probably was like 88 times.
Bitch counter.
But he was bodying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with it. I liked his attitude on it. I liked his presence on the beat. You know them up-tempo joints people have enough trouble just trying to stay on beat. So let alone to bring some swagger, bring some, you know what I mean? Bring some confidence on it.
That's real.
And not skip a beat.
That's real. This is real. She went all the way through the song.
I was fucking with it. And then the hook was kind of, is you crazy? I ain't showing up unless you pay me. And like just talking that shit. It was hard. I fuck with it. I would love to see a video. I would love to hear this. Come on when I'm in the club and get crazy and jam to it. I was rocking with it. 69% live. Where you at? How you feeling over there?
Let me find out, your man Tone getting his cunt on.
Oh, come on, man.
He getting
I
that
ain't never
cunt
shied away. Like, I
flavor.
appreciate I appreciate the whole spectrum, man. You already know what it is. You know how I'm giving it up.
I understand all of that. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. I'm here for the cunt.
Hey, man.
Like, listen, if you know nothing else, and don't listen to the lies of propaganda out there on the real Peasy. I love the cunt.
It gotta be
really,
done well,
really
though.
It
was well done.
Has
you know
to
what
be
I'm saying? I like my shit
giving.
medium well done.
It has to be giving the give. It has to be giving the give.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Exactly.
This song was sort of giving the give
Ooh,
for me.
sorta, just sorta.
Sorta, just
Okay,
sorta
where you at
giving the
with it? Where you
give.
at with it?
I gave it a 47, man.
You in the 40s today. It's a little chilly outside, man. This guy is in the mid 40s.
Yo,
that's the
we frosty,
forecast.
just a little bit
It's
frosty.
just a little chill in the
It's
air.
just a
Be
little
careful
bit, it's
out
a little
there.
bit of chill. It's
You know what I mean?
November.
You might want to bring a coat, a sweater.
You want to bring the coat. You want to
Yeah.
bring the fur out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting a little bit of the chill. The
Heard
song is definitely hitting, but I hear a lot of like ballroom rap, and I feel like it's a lot of it.
Yeah.
It kind of fall in the same pocket. It gave me a lot of Cakes the Killer. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely
It's kind of competing with a little bit
definitely
there.
in the same lane.
And I feel like, ballroom rap could have so much more because I've seen artists like really, really kill it. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to name no names. I'm just saying, like, they did it though. Like, because to rap on that type of beat, as you know, it's not easy to kind of bring the attitude
Yeah.
and bring the fever with that and, still sound like you at home with the fucking track.
Yeah.
So I definitely give props where it's at. And what actually really sold it for me was the video. Because I saw the video, little,
I gotta see the video. I need to see the video.
She came through. Like, she came through and gave all the looks, you know what I'm saying? It was dope for, the type of project that it was. So
Okay.
I give it props there.
Okay.
And that's really where it's at. It's a dope record, but it didn't really.
Then it ain't move you like that.
It ain't
I
move
feel you. Listen, it ain't no need to feel no type of
That's
way about
it.
you. You know what I mean?
That's
This is all
it. That's it.
subjective. We've been in the mid 40s, you know what I'm saying? It's a little frosty out there. You might see a little precipitation on your windows.
It might be
easy.
just a little
You know what I'm
bit.
saying? But 40, what is it? 47%
47%
mid. You got a 69% loud, 69. You see what I did there? You know what I'm
I
saying?
see what you did.
But
I see what you
let
did.
us know what you think.
Somebody-
Peaches with a Z. Don't get it twisted because there's another Peaches out there.
There is another Peaches, and I wanted to make sure.
No. It's with a Z.
With
you
a
gotta
Z.
specify. Peaches
Yeah.
with a Z at the end.
Yeah, the
Go
other
check
one's
it
a
out.
drag queen, is it not?
Yeah. I believe so.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm sure it's a few. It's a few Peaches is a popular name.
It's a
I knew a
popular-
Peaches growing up. You know what I mean? Everybody knew a Peaches when they was
I
growing
knew
up.
a Peaches. I loved Peaches.
I love peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler
You
was
know what
my
I'm saying?
shit.
That's what
Bring it.
millions of peaches.
Giving the give.
Peaches for me. They don't know about that song though. All
They
right,
don't know.
So go check it out. Peaches with a Z. Streaming on all platforms daily. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you
Daily.
think. Hit us in the comments.
Hit us in the
on
comments.
IG. DM us. Let us know.
Prove me wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Prove me
Hey,
wrong.
and if you're a Q Plus artist out there and you want us to review our music, hit us up. DM us herbal.t.pod on Twitter, IG, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Send those links through. We're going to check them out. We do check these DMs.
We do.
We listen to the music. Because save us some time going and searching through shit. Send us the music.
Absolutely.
Let us know. You know what I'm saying? We want to check it out. We want to hear it. So, man, hey, hold up. That's all of the music.
That wraps it up.
Wow.
That wraps it up
It's
for
a
the
lot
music.
going on out here, man. So go check out the music. You know what I'm saying? Of course, always support these Q Plus artists, man. If you haven't heard, the Alliance is still out here. We screaming as well. You know what I'm saying? We got
More on
the
that
Alliance.
later.
We're going to get into it. Of course. But, of course, we got to see what's going on in the streets because, we still out here. We never leave.
Still
really.
out here.
I mean, once you
That's
get your music, you know what I'm saying? You get your stash loaded up. You got your full loaded clip, all these new hot singles.
All this new heat.
You want to run around in the streets and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We gave you the soundtrack.
Give me
Now
the
I'm about to
street
give you the
test.
action. Period. I am your street correspondent.
Uh-oh.
The real PZ.
Okay.
And we are in these streets, y'all. So this is the last one for season 2.
Wow. In the books.
It's
been a turbulent little year. We had a couple of hiccups. We had a couple of unexpected sabbaticals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had to take some
refreshes. We had some refreshes.
Yeah.
We had some and then this is what you got as a result.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got a BBL.
Right.
You know what I mean? We out here.
Listen. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the needle drop. You know what I'm saying? At this time of the year, it's a few extra records that we don't necessarily have the time or the room to get to because there's so much heat out there. But I'm going to still keep you abreast.
Platform is limited, you know?
Period. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're doing. Let's talk about this Cam K.
Okay.
Add Up record. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about
That's
it.
kind of doing things for me.
Is it?
I was not familiar with this artist before.
Okay.
You introduced. You kind of been the plug lately.
You know what I mean?
I see
in
you.
more ways than one, but
I
you know what I
see
mean? We
you.
ain't gonna talk
Right.
about all that,
You
you know
know
what I
what
mean?
I'm saying? Keep plugging.
Yeah, we out here, man.
For sure. Cam K's doing her thing. We're at God is Mikey.
Okay.
God is my key.
Come on.
He got a record
Y'all
out.
familiar? What was this?
You know what I'm
Earlier
saying? Earlier this year, we
March, something like that.
Yeah.
March, April,
He had
May.
a single, so he got a new one right now called Heavy.
Okay.
It's kind of heavy, and I'm
It's
kind of
heavy in these Skreetz?
It's heavy.
Okay.
It's heavy. I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Check
Kind of
that
giving
out.
a little vocal in there with a little bit of the up tempo-ness.
Everybody on the up tempo swag lately.
I'm glad though, because you know it kind of goes
I like
down. The mood kind of chills out.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But it's been a crazy year anyway.
It's time for a balance. You know, you got to balance it out.
I feel you. In the spirit of up tempo, Slater. Remember Slater?
With
We
three
reviewed-
Ys.
Yes, with 3 Ys.
I remember.
Got a new up tempo, you know what I'm saying, about to tear the room up. It's called with Big Frida, no less, called
Come on,
Stupid
Big
Boy.
Frida. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's kind of tearing that shit up. Definitely recommend that one. Oh, you know that on QC, you got another openly gay artist.
Who?
You heard of Lakia?
I have. I've heard the name.
I've seen the name for sure. She been out here.
She been in the
She's
streets
been
a lot
in these
lately,
streets
too.
a lot.
Okay.
And come to find out, yeah, she is openly.
She signed to QC.
She signed to QC.
Wow.
QC has.
Listen, man.
Right. They see the vibe right there. So she got a joint with
I mean,
City.
Yachty already grabbed up Kodie Shane.
He
like, they
did.
already-
He did. It
you
was
know what I mean?
it
That's
was it
QC,
was destined
like,
to be, right. You know, it's a market for it.
Yeah.
I see you. So she's out here with the song Female Goat with none other than the City Girls, because y'all label mates and y'all fuck with each other. So
Both of them on there?
both of them are on there. So
Okay,
they kind of
okay.
going bar for bar.
I gotta hear this.
It's bar for bar, and it's
putting
kind of
me on
serious.
right
For
now.
a City Girls record, like it's not a City Girls record, it's Lakia record, but they featured on it.
Yeah.
So you know what kind of vibe it's gonna be, but they're barring it up.
I love when they bar.
They're barring it up.
Come on with the bars.
That's where we at. JT is out, and she's not.
Come on,
coming to play.
JT.
And Lakia, shout out to you representing.
Hey, go check that out.
And I also want to go ahead and bring it back home. The last needle drop. You know what I'm saying? It's none other than the boys sitting in front of you.
on,
Plus
man.
the 2, Mr. B Hood, DJ Swanee River, known
are
as
them.
The Alliance.
We are them.
I had to add this record just because it was a vibe. It's a vibe. It's still a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So Vibes is the record. It's from Supergroup.
man.
We're going to get more into that a little bit later.
Song is
Of
crazy.
course, you guys are ready. If you're not familiar, go check that out.
That song, every time that song come on, it just lifts my spirits.
Listen,
As soon as I hear it,
it's the
come on,
vibe for the night. You know what I'm saying? Kind of giving me the give.
Go back to the creation of it.
That's it,
That was
man.
a fun night, man.
I remember that night in the studio. We did the record. It was an event. The whole album was an event.
It was. It was a
So,
moment.
Period.
That's our pandemic, baby.
At a
That will
spin,
always be
it
our
was
pandemic, baby.
indeed. We have one.
We got one.
We have one. So check that shit out. You already know. All right. Have you seen this nigga gay? This nigga gay got the nerve to take up damn near 3 hours of my time on motherfucking Drink Champs.
Bam. He does this though every last one. What was the last one? No, the last one was TMZ, the TMZ shit with the MAGA hat. That was like that.
And he referenced that, and
then
this
before
not
that,
even
it was
comparing.
like a sway. The sway was the big one before that.
Yes.
That was the moment.
That was a moment.
That was a moment.
It was a moment in there amongst, but this here.
This is different.
This definitely was different because you already I already see why he would pick Nori. It just makes all the sense in the world.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You guys got to kind of do y'all research and kind of see.
Come on. And they talked about it. They dropped the links.
They dropped the gems on it. And listen, my brain is still fried from just this past summer. And then he come with his gayness. And the only thing I got to really say, I have a lot to say about it. There's a lot of gems that he was throwing out there. There was a lot of tea that was being spilled. I couldn't even breathe in the first hour.
He was feeling that sauce.
He was definitely feeling it. And he felt so at home. I never, Joe Budden pointed this out, but I never seen him smile so much like that
he was
with a
showing
nigga.
teeth.
He was happy.
Teeth.
And if you know Kanye, anybody that follow him, to be in a space like that after all that he been through, because this the same nigga that said, every agent, no, I don't like agents. This nigga don't like doing this shit. Press is not enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they have to do it on that level. You know, the relationships really matter. So that this kind of brought that home, but just the content of what he was talking about. Where do I even start?
It's a lot to digest.
Did you get through all of it?
I watched it all just to kind of get through it. I saw both parts, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2 was definitely, it was a different
It was
segment.
deep.
You could see they even clipped more. They probably was there for 5 hours.
I would not
And they
be
trimmed it
surprised.
down
Yeah,
to,
and they just
the
the
3.5
rest, the
or 3,
best
whatever
of
they
what,
did.
because
It was a lot. But
they had the news cycle churning after all of the shit that he said in there. And a lot of it was kind of like stuff that I kind of already knew.
Yeah.
Just based on things
just
that
kinda
he
affirmed
said.
a lot of things, reaffirmed a lot of things.
Yeah.
He didn't really change his stance too much on the whole political stance.
Yeah. And
He stood his ground. He just explained it a little bit better. One of the biggest things I took away, and one of the most dynamic and unique statements I've heard, was his stance on abortion and providing an alternative, as far as, okay, we're not necessarily banning you saying you gotta have the baby.
Right.
You do what you want, but you also have another option, as opposed to you don't have to just give it up and not know what the baby is going to do. We want to raise centers specifically geared towards fostering and raising kids. For people who just, you have kids out of whatever reason. You don't want to have the kid. Okay, you don't have to have an abortion. You can go to this program, no worry free. We bring in all the right, doctors, make sure everything's cool, whatever. And this is another option we provide to you, as opposed to whatever. I feel like that's what people should focus on. Don't just tell me what I can't do. Okay, well, give me another option. What else am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? This is the best option I see for myself right now. You're not giving me another option. You just telling me what I can and can't do. That's not how humans work. That's why people get so up. And it's such a sensitive topic, you know what I mean, for people. But that's the first time I ever heard somebody present it. And he articulated it different. He got, it's more grander and he got a whole plan for it. But just the fact that that's kind of the wavelength he on as far as that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was interesting. And he never said that before, publicly. It was always a different kind of energy when he ever, you know what I mean? But that was the most takeaway that I took, you know what I mean?
He gets the chance. This is what I liked about it the most, is he got a chance to fully convey what those thoughts that are apparently racing through his head, because he talks like somebody that has a lot going on. They're thinking about so many things at once, and they're good at a lot of things, and they're talented as well, but they don't necessarily have the best basic decor or social skill or etiquette or anything. Sometimes they just are who they are, and it just kind of made me see I kind of empathize with that, and I get that a lot of people just do not, because they're kind of over it. But I would just think of them as a family member. You either gonna love them for who they are, or you're gonna just not embrace them.
Yeah.
And I guess it's your right to not
To do
embrace,
whatever.
to do whatever.
Yeah.
But just think about, like, if they were somebody that you truly love, because there are people, there are families out there with people who just, like, they have so much capacity and they have so much, you know, things going on, and it could be mental health related, or it could be just the poison that's being served out there by the media.
Think about, like, he has, like, you talk about having a key to the city. This is a man that has the key to the world. Like, he has
Pretty
access.
much.
Like, think about the stuff he's seen.
The stuff that he's seen and the things that he lived through, just on a basic level, the things that he had to live through. His mother died.
Fam.
He was already at he just got to the peak of stardom when his mother passed away. He was I remember he was releasing Graduation. That was the same year his mother passed away. Publicly doing on a surgery. You know what I'm saying? Doing a surgery. She died from that. And then, you know, he's this heavily religious. He's got a different type of upbringing than what I guess people would presume black people would have, even though black people have many different ways to come up. Like, I think people just got to open their mind as to, like, what they're seeing and what they're witnessing and the things that he's bringing forth. They're just ideas, and he is one of the world's, you know, richest entertainers. You know what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt for what it's worth. But I would say he has lived through a lot. He has experienced a lot, just like a lot of us have. And just like we would want the empathy and the space to be able to express ourselves the way we want to, I would say come with that. And and what he was given, everything that he was given, I just kind of, you know, I know you're a fan of his, and I'm a fan of his as well. So I feel a little bit closer, but not in a way where it's like I have to defend everything, because I understand we're humans. Not everything is defensible. Yeah, he's a human being, and we're allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed to evolve. We go through things, period. Yeah. And today, I'm going to listen to what you got to say, and I got room for it. I have the emotional capacity for it. I can't take everything every day, but that doesn't make you a bad person. You know what I'm saying? That was everything. That's kind of really where I'm at. But it was a whole lot of tea. It's like, listen, it's like 3 hours of the shit.
It's a lot.
We could go on for days.
And you know, Kanye, he love to talk. So.
How long he loves to talk? Like, how long was we talking about Donda?
Yeah.
So we could go
apparently
on.
there's a deluxe coming. So
listen, and there's a deluxe coming. Apparently, it's more. Waits, there's more.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. But it's just, that's what I like about that show, like Drink Champs, because it's interesting. Like, once you get off that sauce, and he was feeling comfortable, and they had him smoking too.
They had him
he was
smoking.
feeling real nice. He was feeling comfortable. Nice.
And
it's in there. And then he had Larry Hoover Jr.
Larry Hoover came through.
That was a whole nother segment. It was a lot. It was a lot
level of things
deep.
there.
It was deep. So yeah, it's definitely worth, you know, checking out and, you know, taking from it what you take from it. That's what I'm saying. He's a polarizing presence. People are gonna feel the type of way about him anyway. It ain't no middle ground with Kanye.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You feel something, so
for sure.
But just because, you know, you saying a lot of crazy, wild, bogus shit, I mean, some of that in there is, you know, some real truth and gems. Like, you could pull from what pull from it what you want.
Among the quotables, and I'm not going to hang on this too long, but this last quotable, the Declaration of Insanity is a form of censorship. Mm-hmm. And that goes into the whole mental health thing and how we're, like, predisposed to certain mental health issues because of the way we come up anyway. So they set you up to make you look like you're crazy, and then they call you crazy because you set them up like that. So when you talk, they want to censor you, abbreviate you, disregard you, and this is exactly why I listen to them, because we get all of that.
You always want to listen to people who they kind of try to brush off and label crazy.
Exactly.
And, you know, especially when they like are uber talented and just aware
and it's given so much to the culture.
On. Yeah.
All right. Missy Elliott, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to talk about Missy Elliott too much because we still kind of on the fence as to whether she's a true ally or not. But I'm bringing her up because she got her Hollywood star of big deal, and some allies were there definitely to represent usual suspects, Ciara, Lizzo. They kind of both gave speeches commemorating her, and I just like... You already know how I love her.
And she dedicated her speech to women, right? Or the star to like all female artists.
To all the female artists out there. Yeah. And it's exactly what you would expect and what we love about Misdemeanor Elliott. Come on, miss. We know you
That's
with
huge.
us.
That's what's up,
Come
man.
through. I'm just saying, just
Well
come
deserved.
through. We know you support, but just
Yeah,
let us
she
know.
Do like on the low.
let us know
level,
on the
and
low
they really like,
with the tweets. But she low key, she shy. I get it. But come on,
nah,
man.
That's kind of her.
We love
Like,
you.
You can't trip off of that.
Yeah, for real. All right. I want to give a shout out to veterans, all the veterans out there. Just past week, this is coming out on the 18th, the week before it's Veterans Day.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Not
Word.
just give it back to everybody else out there that has ever served and that has known somebody that served and you're close to them. So, definitely big shout out to all the vets out there. You might have heard about this B-boy blues situation. Have you seen the trailer?
I did seen to it.
You seen it?
I did seen to it.
What make you of this?
It looks pretty interesting, I must say.
You read the book?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I did not read.
You
the
did
book.
not read the
I
book.
did not, because I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, I got put on a while ago, and I ended up reading the whole book, and
You
it was
read the
like it was
book.
one of them joints like I couldn't put down. And
Wow.
I'm not like a big like
Reader?
Nah,
Like-
I'm not. Like I'm just not a big reader like that. And so when I find something that grabs me like that, I usually like finish it like right away. But it was one of those. I was like, okay. But I'm excited to see how this is gonna play out.
I'm just gonna throw out a few names
featured
in this trailer. You're gonna love this one. Heather B.
Come on.
The live MC Heather B.
I was so happy when I saw her.
I knew you were too.
I love
but
her.
I was happy too to see that. I wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting it at all.
I wasn't expecting
At
it either,
all.
truly. But to see her in there being auntie,
I love her.
listen. Cause I'm a live MC, coming straight from Jersey. Anyway.
Come on.
All right, I got you. I
ain't even-
understand.
you know
That's
what
why
I
I
mean?
know. I'm gonna give you.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
All right. Anyway, let us see. Let us see is in the
Come
movie.
on, let us see.
Samson McCormick,
Yo, they got everybody.
Bryant,
Come on.
and the book is, anybody that's not familiar with B-Boy Blues, it's a series by James Earl Hardy that basically just spotlights the life of LGBTQ men more of color.
Yeah.
Where there really isn't a whole lot of literature, you know what I'm saying? There is, but it's always like suppressed, and now they're trying to like
And
get
it's
rid of it
not-
in
and
schools.
It's not as like raw and direct as this is. This was
Yeah.
like, all right, it's clear cut. There's ain't no subliminals. Like, this is what it is.
That's
Tell
what
it
it
to
is.
you as it is.
So, behind it is a very controversial figure, Jussie Smollett.
Talking about polarizing.
I'm trying to figure out how that even
What's going on?
how that came about.
Because he's still is he off? We talked about this before. I think he is off. Didn't they drop the charges or something? Like
They
that?
did drop the charges. They dropped the motherfucking charges, but
he
I don't
cool.
know if he still got to do hearings and if there's other legal
They
shit.
dropped
going-
the charges. I think he good. But I don't
he
know.
might
I
be,
don't-
but he has been low since then, and But anyway, he got this going on now, and it's gonna be at.
It's airing soon, right? It should be airing this month.
I'm trying to figure out where's Aaron. I only know
I think it's
gonna
gonna
be at a festival.
It's
gonna be at a
airing
festival soon
first,
this month.
but they just say coming soon.
Yeah,
That's all they say.
We don't have any dates as far as like where it's coming out, but the fact that it exists, the fact that the
pretty
people
dope.
behind it are there.
Yeah, pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
Everybody look good. The movie it's gonna look like it's gonna be some shit. So we're gonna be here for it. You already know. Season 3. And then before we get out of here, I just kind of want to wrap this year up. We had a full year. We put in a lot of different situations, work, projects out there. We started the year with the Herbal Tea podcast EP, Highest Notes. And this year was not light.
It wasn't like
By far, like the most that I've ever done, like as an artist.
Yeah.
So I don't want to let this year go without just spotlighting and going over what we have put together and brought forth for the community that we love. You feel me? You feel me?
Love
so
it.
Highest Notes came out New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve of 2000.
Yeah, 'cause that was a Thursday, right?
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, the year started on a Friday. So we came out with that and we had, kind of rocked it and then ended up doing the movie for it and put it out in August 4 tracks, a little bit of a light EP out there. This is also while I was recording my album, 1111.
Wow, gearing up for the spring.
Gearing up for the spring. I've never put out a project in the spring. It's usually come out in the fall. This is the first time I was trying it out.
Interesting. Okay.
And it worked out. You know what I'm saying? Just working to the 25th hour, but shit. That motherfucker shit came out 11/11. Again, shout out to Veterans Day. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm here to represent. So I did put that out in April.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only was I recording my own shit, we were all back in the studio as a group recording more shit.
Going crazy.
Since last summer.
Yeah.
And then from that first recording session that we did in the studio by Times Square, you know what I'm saying, with the shitty engineer.
Yo. Oh
that
my God.
He wasn't shitty.
What song
Props to
was
the dude.
that?
We did this is where you recorded Bachelor. We all did the project, the songs that we were putting out later. You had 2 collaborations you did, and I did one of the Jalions joints for 2020. I did Flame and Cheddar, and that's kind of where I started putting out music. But you know what I'm saying, it was quite an experience.
Yeah.
And I just also want to put out there that people are showing a lot of love to Flame and Cheddar as it is, because like I wasn't expecting. You know how it is when you're an artist. You never know what to expect. You always gotta mitigate your expectations. But the love for that record, it's all over. You know what I'm saying? And I love doing that record. I feel like it's the most fun I've had.
Yeah.
And then when we went into the album, we just had triple, quadruple fun.
Oh my God.
Being in that studio. We had started recording it in November last year, about a year ago.
Yeah. Yep.
And every week, kind of without fail. We was in there
this time last year when we started. We
started doing the records.
That was like the heat of the run.
That was the heat. After that, because we had done the Quarter Water video at the end of the summer. We had did the show. What is it? It was Raising Trans Awareness. I think it was a show that Bugs Gutter put together. Had us featured on there. I still got pictures from that. And then a couple of months later, we decided to go in and do a whole entire album. So this year I was pretty, and then on top of that I moved. So
it was a lot.
It was a lot going on. But we put it out there, you know what I'm saying, to show love. This is what we love to do, and we love to do it for the community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't know if I'm speaking for myself, but we really passionate about what we out here doing, and we had quite a year. And we hope you guys enjoyed what we put out.
Hey man,
and what we're putting forth.
Listen, and we're gonna keep doing it, and we're not quite done. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring y'all the top of the crop, the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? The HTP top 20 and top 5 projects at the end of the year. We're gonna give y'all one last, you know what I'm saying? One last hoorah, one last spotlight to all of the artists and all of the songs that we really love throughout the year that we reviewed on the show. But yeah, man, we out here with it.
It's been a crazy year. I'm looking forward to 2022 as well. The streets definitely gonna stay hot for me.
Yeah.
So that's what was going on.
Okay.
That's what's going on.
You know, we like to come down a little bit, bring it down, have a little. Actually, you know what I'm saying? While we at it, let me grab. You know what I mean? Go ahead and hit the bit. Put the bit to action.
Put the bit to
real
action.
Quick. While we ask. You know what I'm saying? We have another smoking session in the smoking section. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that. See what's going on. I think that's that Maui Wowie right there.
Maui Wowie?
That Maui Wowie.
You sure? That's not the Pippin?
No, yeah, this is the Pippin.
That's definitely the Pippin.
That's what this is.
The Pippin is
fast feet,
lethal. It's lethal.
Listen, well, the Pippin got me tripping and got me thinking. Can you turn the loud down? You know what I'm saying? Because you smoking that loud, it's like, hold up. Shit's kind of strong. Right. I got neighbors. They might not necessarily be with the, you know what I mean? With the wave. They don't smoke like that. You can't smoke in a building like that, maybe, perhaps. I don't know if you got an apartment. You might not have your own land. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it like that.
Right.
What you gonna do? What's the remedy? How can I help? It's a lot of things you could do. You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora of solutions. I mean, you have different agents that you could use, you know what I mean? Air sprays, chemicals, things like that. And then you have actions you could do. Certain things you could actually do to minimize the smell and the strength of the loud. So we're going to turn down the loud, figure out how to do it for you.
How we doing it?
All right, so one of the things, this is one of the, the go-to remedies. You're going to go ahead and light you an incense, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The trust of the true. You know what I mean? Old Bessie, she always worked for you. Come
that
through,
incense
light
gotta
you an
be hella
incense.
strong.
Yeah,
though.
you got to pick a nice little flavor, though. You got to pick the right flavor. You can't get the right, you know what I'm saying? Because some of them joints is a little too dull, a little too mellow.
Yeah.
Especially depending on what you're smoking, you got to get the right joint. Or, you could throw in some scented candles. You ain't necessarily with the incense, that leave a lot of ash. It could get a little messy, especially if you don't got the right holder.
Right.
Get you some scented candles. You know what I'm saying? You get the Glade joint, you be out here with it. You know what I mean? Get the nice scents.
I stay with the Hawaiian breeze. Clean linen.
You already know the clean. I love clean linen.
It's too subtle for the loud, but it's
the clean linen is a nice subtle smell. Laundry, you know what I'm saying? All that. Essential oils. You get your diffuser, you know what I'm saying? You got the nice little puffs and all of that.
All
get
that
your essential
shit.
oils. See, you
Everything
already.
you're talking about,
This is what I'm
I
saying.
already
You
have
already
it.
equipped for it. You just gotta, put them to use. Of course, you could go to air fresheners. Get you some air spray, but that's kind of limited because the Febreze strong for a minute, but it don't really got the staying power. You know what I'm saying? To rock with it. Talk about the air fresheners. You know what I'm saying? You got you some good old Lysol. You know what I mean? You can spray that down.
Lysol.
Like the aerosol joints.
99% of germs.
Hey, man. You know what I mean? Get that. You got to get the scented joint. Don't get the lemon. Get the lemon joint. You know what I mean?
Get the lemon.
The lemon is nice. The lemon is nice. You know what I mean?
All right.
You could throw some carpet cleaner down. Get you some carpet fresh. But again, how long is that? It smells good when you put it down. That's the thing. You don't vacuum it right away. You got to let it sit, let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? But that might not be enough on its own. But that's just another, remedy. This is an interesting one that I heard that I never heard before. Vinegar. Pour some vinegar in like a small dish, let it evaporate. Apparently that kind of neutralizes the weed smell.
I only heard of that when you like trying to get rid of insects.
That's another thing. When you trying to get the bugs come in because they like the little mosquitoes and right
During
in
the
there.
summertime.
Come on, man.
But vinegar evaporates. That's lit.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know. I ain't test this one out, but that was on one of the lists. You could grab an Ozium, which is pretty much a smoke neutralizer. So there's, these devices, pretty much like an air purifier. I think it stands up on its own. You plug it in, and it neutralizes the smoke. Clears it right out for you, right inside, so you don't need to open the windows and nothing like that. Cook some food. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Throw a little steak on or something. You might want to fry some fish.
You're going to be hungry anyway.
Garlic.
You're going to be hungry anyway
garlic
after you
and
smoke.
Onions, stuff that kind of got the, balance that right, smother that smell.
But
right
see, how much garlic are we talking?
You
A whole
gotta know
clove
what you're doing, though. Don't
or a
go
whole
crazy with it, but
bulb?
enough to, you want to get the aroma going.
You have a
Aromatic.
garlicky apartment.
Yeah, come on. Hey, listen. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You might not have no scented candles real quick. You gotta boom. I don't know. I'm just giving you options. Or you can go grab some cologne. Everybody got some cologne, some perfume, some body Axe. You know what I'm saying? Some Axe spray. You might have, that shit is strong.
Versace.
Exactly. That'll
Eros.
So those are just some examples of the agents. Now you got your actionable items. What
Okay.
can you do yourself as a person?
What can we do?
Turn down the loud. We want to do it manually. You can smoke in the bathroom. It's a nice little cut, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of ventilated. Usually don't have no windows. You might have a little small window you could blow out of. That might help. Blowing out the window, that's another actionable item. Talk about the throwback, old traditional. Grab you a towel, wet that thing a little bit, roll it up, throw it right under the door. You know what I'm saying? You want to block that smell? You want to seal it. Create your bubble. Hot box it, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You want to seal that thing up. That's a nice little, that's an old remedy.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
definitely
Throw that
old
thing up.
school.
If you in a hotel room, you know what I'm saying? You definitely
That's
want to
usually
throw the
what
bag.
I see, right?
You could either disconnect, which I'm not telling you to do, but you could disconnect the little thingamajig, or you could throw a bag over that thing and kind of wrap it up and keep it from going off. That's if you just, somewhere you ain't really supposed to be. But if you in your crib, you ain't really got to worry about something like that. Now, another thing you could do is this little device, little makeshift homemade item you could create called a sploof. A sploof, take a little cardboard, either a finished roll of toilet tissue or, paper towel, similar to this right here. You know what I'm saying? You want to take that. You got your little funnel. Boom. You can blow the smoke right through there. But right now, you're like, all right, what is that going to do? You're just blowing it through the cardboard. But you get you some dryer sheets. You know what I'm saying? Similar to these right here. I just happen to have
some dryer sheets with you.
You get you some dryer sheets. You want to throw them in there like so. Stuff it in there. Bam. Bam. Probably up to 2, 3, maybe. You know what I mean? Depending on how many. If you get the generic joints or you got you some bounce. I don't know. Whatever your pockets could afford, that's what you get. Then, you know what I'm saying? You want to put some more in there, stuff it in there like that. Bam. Then you want to take a piece, rip it off, because you're going to need your cover, your shield. Bam. You throw it on top of there like that.
This shit's blowing minds right now.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a little sloppy. I'm just trying to do it real quick for y'all.
Right.
Do you want to get you a rubber band or like some kind of wrap, ponytail holder, whatever it is, something that's going to, wrap around the cylinder.
Ponytail holder.
Boom. Tie it like that. Oh, shit. My shit is off. But you're going to tie it like that, like so. Wrap it around. Boom. And now you got your cover. So you grab the blunt, take a little hit, boom, light it. Then you want to exhale into the cylinder. And then you can see it kind of dissipates the smoke a little bit so it don't come out as harsh. And this is scented, these dryer sheets, so it comes out smelling like the dryer sheets. You know what I mean? So you get you some the snuggle joints. Ooh, them joints smell good.
That's what I got. And so I was going to ask, if you stuff it more, will that help it?
It get it better, yeah. The more you stuff it, yeah. But you don't want to overdo it because you still want to be able to blow it and you want the smoke to go through a little bit and not just sit there, because that's going to, after a while, you're going to start seeing the smoke collect on the dryer sheets, and you're going to have to change them out faster. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to overstuff it, but you could put a few of them in there. But depending on, and you don't want to have it like too long. Like I said, you could use like a paper towel one, but you probably going to want to cut that because you don't want the smoke to have to travel too far. You want to blow it out. It could filter it. And then it kind of, you know what I mean, give it a nice little finish.
Homemade filters, home improvement out this bitch. You can make that easy.
So, you could save recyclable. So you saving saving the ecosystem at the same time. You know what I mean? Using what you have in the crib to be cordial and, respectful of your neighbors. They might have sensitive noses and all that.
All right, Tone Depot.
You know what I mean? Or you could just take an edible and use a vape pen. Those are other things you could do if you don't want to smoke it. But you know me, I like the bud. I like the flower.
You're trying to get me in trouble with them edibles.
I like the flower.
Dude, the edibles. We're not going to talk about this edible situation that you had put me through.
Oh, man, come on. I don't want to part of the year. Because, I know that's a sensitive subject for you.
Son.
And you was out of control. It was
no,
it was
that wasn't. It was a small.
Listen, it's all right.
It was a small
don't worry about
bit. It was a small bit.
Listen, I think on that note,
it was tiny.
We're going to go ahead and end it like we always like to end it.
Because
I don't want nobody to, you know what I mean?
Ain't nobody feeling no way. I know that. It's the propaganda.
It's always the propaganda. Listen, on that, that's really on that note. We're going to do it like we always like to do it and end it on a high note.
Don't believe the hype.
Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up. Now who really tryna hit? One puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass. Then we pass. This is it. What? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it.